Like many people who grew up in Montreal in the 60s and 70s, I have very vivid memories of the two solitudes, the divide between the French-speaking and the English-speaking population back then. We spoke French at home. My mother is originally from Paris, and French is my mother tongue. But my father insisted that us, his children, had to learn English. As a result, I alternated between the French and the English school systems during my whole schooling. I have especially vivid memories of my transition from my primary school in the French system to an English high school, especially regarding history classes. Remember, this is a time of tension, right, between the two communities in Quebec, and this tension emerged or was visible in school, especially history classes. For example, in the French system, I learned that the good indigenous nations were the allies of the French and that the other nations were bloodthirsty and violent. When I came to the English system, I was taught that it was the other way around. The good nations were the peaceful ones, and they were the allies of the English. And I let you imagine the different versions that were taught of events like the Patriot rebellions or the struggles of Louis Riel. So, although this was disorienting at first, it didn't confuse me for too long. Instead, this experience rapidly gave me a feeling at a very early age that history is a relative thing, that what we are presented with as facts are in fact interpretations, and that many things, even contradictory things, can be true simultaneously. And this realization has stayed with me all my life. It was really a precious lesson for me, and I expanded it to much more than history, of course. I learned to be suspicious of anything that is presented from a particular point of view or in a particular light, because things are usually more complex. Reality is a complex thing and therefore probably more interesting thing.